Due to a severe major output issue on the mothership control board at CKDU, Season 1, Episode 12 and 13, as well as Season 2, Number 1, Yvonne Smith episode, are a little bit distorted. So this is a disclaimer just to let you know that the news segments of those 3 episodes are a little irritating. However, the interviews in all 3 episodes have been preserved in their original pristine quality. The issues have been logged, and we are truly sorry for the inconvenience. Thanks for joining the Unified Field.
This is Yvonne Smith, and you're listening to the Unified Field.
Hi, I'm Phoenix Wolf. I'm from Halifax. You're listening to the Unified Field. Okay, that's good?
Do not touch your dial. You are now entering the Unified Field.
Welcome back, Halifax, to Atlantic Canada's only paranormal radio broadcast, and I am your host with the most ghosts, Mr. Justin Brown, right here broadcasting from beautiful and scenic Atlantic Canada, Halifax, Nova Scotia, from the gorgeous land of Nova Scotia. We have a great program lined up for you today, and it starts with Yvonne Smith coming right at you right after these messages.
I love the pizza man, 'cause he puts the food right in my hand. Tucks me in so late at night with a delicious cheese slice.
If you love the pizza man, you'll love Island Greek. We have over 21 signature pizzas. Call now and get 2 large signature pizzas and a 2-liter pop for just $39.99. That's Island Greek at 2150 Gottingen, 902-422-8888.
On clear nights, do you sometimes stare into the sky, wondering what would radio be like out there in the stars? Well, listen to the Lost Cosmonauts every Monday night at 10:30 p.m. on CKDU 88.1 FM to find out. Each week, your hosts, Kirk Thompson and Zach Shave, bring you eclectic selections from throughout the musical universe. So, tune in this Monday for another exciting episode of the Lost Cosmonauts. Until then, live long and prosper.
The beauty of live radio. If all of you out there in Radio Land heard the dead air, it's because, well, in fact, this is live radio. The beautiful idiosyncrasies that lie therein. I'm your host, Mr. Justin Brown, the host of Atlantic Canada's only paranormal radio broadcast, the Unified Field, and we have a great interview for you today. We've got the amazing Yvonne Smith, world-famous alien abduction hypnotherapist, the mentor of the world-famous New York painter and abduction hypnotherapist and author, Mr. Budd Hopkins. She talks to us today about alien abductions and the hybridization program and her speculations therein. She's also the founder of CERO, which was done in 1991. She has been on several dozen TV, radio appearances, including MSNBC, Discovery Channel, History, and a slew of talk shows. She's with us tonight to talk about her book, Chosen, and all of the research that she's discovered in her field of research. She spoke with Stan Friedman, David Jacobs, and a whole bunch of other people. She's just fantastic. She's on the program with us today. I want to send a quick hello out there to Martin and Amanda. They are the owners of a wonderful shop here in town who helped donate some beautiful prizes to our fundraiser at CKDU Fundraising Time. I want to say hello to little Jordan out there at École Sainte-Catherine. You shouldn't be up listening this late, so Mom and Dad, if you're here, as a disclaimer for the show, this is some pretty hefty stuff. So Jordan, go to bed, big guy, because this might spook you for life. So anyway, hello to you anyway. I promised I'd say that. We got a bunch of shows here on CKDU. You should be aware of at all times because this is high-quality program without all the garbage that you don't want to hear about, all the filters. This is straight from the heart, art radio, freedom thought radio, expanding consciousness stuff only here, the way we do it as the people, as a voice. We got all kinds of programs that you can search for at www.ckdu.ca, including Democracy Now! With the wonderful Amy Goodman. That's every workday at 12 p.m. You'll hear that. Groundwire every Friday at 1. Community radio news from across Canada. Of course, Society is a Prison, 5 p.m. Friday. That's some raw rock and roll for all you kids. And my good friend of old, Mr. Jason Johnson, puts on a fantastic program Tuesdays at 5:30. I Really Love You. Oldies from 50s, from 50 to 69, like you've never heard them before. We got Lost Cosmonauts, Bill McLean, Sports, The Witching Hour, Maple Mothership, and so much more. Check it out there on the program schedule at CKDU to have your taste buds satiated like never before on commercial radio. This is CKDU 88.1 FM. You're listening to Atlantic Canada's only paranormal radio program, and we have a very honored and distinguished guest with us tonight. He is humbled to be here. My father. How you doing, Dad?
Hello, and welcome everyone to CKDU.
Yeah, I had to say that. It was my... Whether you're honorable or not, you're my dad. Here's a track that... You're very welcome. This is coming all the way from Cape Breton. It's a band called Slow Coaster right here on the Unified Field. Well, that ain't happening. But thanks, Slow Coaster, for trying. We're going to take a little commercial break and get right back to you here on the Unified Field. And this right here is a lovely little plug. Like you only hear her on the program.
Unified Field Radio.
Crystal Castles from Ontario. Welcome back to the program. This is it, UFR. This is the place that you want to be every second Saturday night on your dial, 88.1 FM, and online at www.ckdu.ca. You can also follow the Twitter right now on twitter.com/UnifiedFieldRad. And if there's any archives you want to listen to, with a little added extra content of photographs of the guests that you hear right here, the high echelon caliber of guests, you can go to youtube.com/UnifiedFieldRadio, as well, the same ending URL at myspace.com/UnifiedFieldRadio. And you get to also see some of my graphic design that I do it for the show. It's kind of fun. Sometimes there's aliens with laser beams, and other times it's chintzy little space cars from 1970 cult films with our show plastered all over the hood. Check that stuff out. If you haven't subscribed to Twitter, do that. Go to the blog spot, UnifiedFieldRadio.blogspot.com, to catch all your show notes and all the track lists of the fantastic music that we air every program here on the airwaves, locally and abroad, all over the world. Because we're national now. We're global. UFO, radio, unified field. We're everywhere. We're locally. We're all over the world via the fantastic age of the internet. Tonight, my father and I, we went out and we saw The Fighter with Christian Bale and Mark Wahlberg. What an amazing movie that was. Hey, Dad?
Great film. Just a fantastic film.
Incredible and inspiring. And Christian Bale, what an incredible actor. If you're not really familiar with the premise of the story, it's a story of a boxer from a few decades back there who had a hard run, took down Sugar Ray Leonard at one point. Not completely. Sugar Ray Leonard came back to beat him, and then he turned to drugs. Big sob story. Mark Wahlberg, following in the footsteps, tries to change the family name. And if you haven't seen it, I know it's not paranormal news related, but you should see it. It's really fantastic. I had a great time. You liked the film, didn't you, Dad?
Oh, indeed I did. It was a great film. Very,
very good. Before I get into any paranormal stuff, I should do my duty here as a community radio host and just make a mention of some community events taking place here in the Halifax region. Now, if you're interested in Tai Chi, this is just for you. There's a new beginner's course in the Taoist Tai Chi Society of Canada, and it's offering a new beginner's course in Taoist Tai Chi, internal art of Tai Chi Quan, at their Halifax location on 2029 North Park Street. Course starts in February on the 10th and runs Thursdays 10 a.m. to noon for 12 weeks at their Halifax location. So that's 2029 North Park Street. If you're interested, call 422-8142 or email halifax@daoist.org or the daoist.org website. Do that. Get in action and clean your mind. It's a great opportunity to learn something new and center yourself. So, what the heck is going on? What's been happening? Season 2 of the Unified Field. Here we are after an amazing run the first time around. We had some amazing guests, starting from Stan Friedman to Kathleen Martin. We spoke to Suzanne Taylor, who was just on Coast to Coast with George Noory, talking about the Indonesian crop circle. She wrote me and she said, Justin, you got to tune in because I'm on George Noory, and I'd love you to hear the program. It was a little late. I got the email late, sent an email back, said congratulations. And due to the show, she got a lot more attention to her What on Earth DVD, which is fantastic. Actually, you and I, Dad, saw that film in the CBC radio music room there last year.
Yeah, last summer we did that.
Yeah. And that inspired me. I started writing in questions because I was going to do a show on crop circles, and I said, why don't I cut the middleman out, go right to the horse's mouth, called up Suzanne, the producer of that film, and interviewed her. So that was fantastic. So she was on Coast to Coast with George Noory. Of course, he's following in the footsteps of Art Bell, Dad. We used to listen to him on our long trips.
Yeah, many years ago.
Back home to the island. So that's big news. What about these Cairo riots?